Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Every time I do an introduction, you interrupt me.
I know. I'm surprised you don't do it to me.
Well,
to
now I'm
me.
going to,
Nope.
starting tomorrow.
Now I'm just going to be silent and never do intros.
Well, you're going to have to, because then
I'm
no
gonna
one,
ESP
neither of us
everyone.
is going to talk.
Welcome
ESP,
to-
everyone?
Yep.
ESPN, everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about sports.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, this is Will There Be Cake. I'm Robert Lamb. That rude person is Amber Simpson.
That's me.
And we have another day with this special guest. Fran is back.
Hello, boys.
How's
And
it
girls.
going?
In
Boys
circles.
and girls. Boy and girl. Singular. I don't know. What day are we celebrating today, Amber Simpson?
We are celebrating National Hiking Day or Take a Hike Day, whichever you prefer.
Let's say hiking day. It's
same,
faster.
Same difference.
Take a hike.
Take a hike.
Isn't that a
That
Passion
sounds
Pit
just
song?
rude.
No, take a walk.
Take a walk.
That's a Passion Pit song.
Take a walk.
Yeah.
Take a walk.
Yeah,
Take
that's
a
how it
walk.
goes. Let's do hiking day. It's faster. It's
You
easier
can
to
listen
say.
to that song while you hike.
Not
That's
to
true.
be confused by Hickey Day, by the way. That's a different one.
Yeah, that one's tomorrow. No.
Hickey Day?
Hiking.
Oh, hicking.
No, hickey.
Hickey.
Hiking.
Oh
is
my God,
today.
I hate you.
I'm just trying to confuse you.
Yes.
So hiking day.
Hiking Day.
Why?
Why not?
Okay. Cool. You have a bunch of notes over there, but why not? Why is it hiking day, Amber Simpson?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. You have notes over there.
Yeah,
you did
but
research.
I don't know who created the day, but it's a day to go hiking, man.
Man, just do it.
There are more than 60,000 miles of trails across the nation for you to go hiking on.
That doesn't seem like that many.
That's a lot.
All right.
It's a day to like put down your phone, stay off of fucking social media, and just
But
like
how are you going to take
appreciate
pics?
the outdoors. You don't need
You
to.
got to take pics. No one's going to believe you.
You bring
walked
a camera,
around-
not your phone.
No. Yeah, because everybody owns a camera nowadays.
You should.
That's what a phone's for.
I know that's
You take
true.
a
I don't
picture
own a
of your
camera.
walk of the sunset or the sunrise, and then you tell everybody what you're doing so people can be interested in your life for 5 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
And you could always put it on airplane mode.
I'm just trying to take down social media right now.
you could put it on airplane mode.
Yeah, but you still got to take a picture.
But it's still
Yeah,
it's
of
still it's still a day to appreciate the outdoors. Like take a step away from your busy life and look at the trees and the skies and the birds and the frogs.
And the birds and the bees.
No, but hopefully you don't get to experience that when you're hiking.
Well, hopefully you do.
Well, hopefully you don't
I'm not
have
gonna
to.
lie. I've had
hopefully
sex
you
in the
don't
woods
have to-
before.
There
Hopefully
you
you
go.
don't have to see it. That's what I'm talking
That's
about.
That's
true,
true.
that's true.
You don't
Yeah.
want to see other people.
No, because I imagine it'd be
Okay.
something like Wrong Turn, where it's just hillbillies
Yeah.
doing it in the woods. It's not going to be sexy like a Playboy spread.
It's like some
probably
Brokeback
not
Mountain
now.
shit.
yeah. Some people in a tent.
Plus, hiking makes you happy. You get plenty of endorphins and serotonin going through your body when you're hiking. Help you fight off anxiety, depression, improve your mood.
It's weird because like hiking to me is different from like walking. Like hiking is like you're like on a trail.
Yeah.
But is that true?
I
mean,
mean,
like-
not necessarily. Hiking is walking, really. I mean, until the 18th century, walking was considered as an indication of poverty. Just walking
Oh,
in general.
right,
so
right.
people didn't go hiking.
Yeah,
Because
but hiking,
then you're
you're-
a poor ass bitch.
But we're talking about hiking like in the woods
Right.
rather than like walking to the bus stop or whatever.
Right. Yes. No.
Okay.
I agree. It's like walking through nature. Like
I guess the difference between hiking and walking would be your intent behind it. Because if you just
Right.
want to go to the supermarket, then you're not really hiking. But if you're going out recreational way,
What
that
if-
would kind of be hiking.
What if you're in a nature park and you need to go to the supermarket? You
You have
have
to
to
walk
hike there.
through.
You have to walk through the hiking area to get to your
I mean,
walking area.
I don't think you'd be in. I don't know. It depends because if you're enjoying your experience and you're living the experience as if it is
Right.
hiking, then
I think
it's not
he's
really.
right.
It's not really like a task. You know, you're still enjoying the views, the nature, and yourself, and your place within it. You know,
right.
so it's not like a burden. You know, it's not like I gotta
Gotta go
I
for
gotta
a
go
walk.
I gotta go for a walk.
Gotta fucking go for a walk.
Yeah, I say that every time I go for a walk. Gotta fucking walk.
Fucking go walk.
Damn it.
God, I hate walking.
In 1819, one of the first major manicured hiking trails was created, and it led up to Mount Washington and New Hampshire. In 1938, Scottish-American environmentalist John Muir was born. He's the father of modern hiking and outdoorsmanship.
Okay.
I'm missing part of
Your notes.
my notes. Yeah.
I mean, Florida has a lot of hiking trails. There's the Florida Trail that goes up straight, through there, and then once you get to Georgia, the Appalachian.
I would
goes
never
all the way
walk
out.
the trail.
I've done the
here.
Florida Trail.
Yeah, you walked
Only
it?
not the whole thing. I only
biked
did.
it.
No, I only
Almost the whole thing, actually.
I only went for like a day or 2 days. We just camped out there, and it was fine. I mean, it was hot because it's Florida,
Yeah.
but it's pretty cool trail. And then
And then you hiked across the entire
I did hike
United
across
States.
the entire country. I would say part of that was walking because I was not always having fun.
You're just along a busy road.
But yeah, there's a lot of hiking. There's actually a lot of trails I did across the country that I would just hit, and I'd be like, I'm going to take a trail today instead of walking along the highway.
But yeah, and you did pass like a lot of like forests that you could hike through and stuff, right?
Yeah, like in Nebraska, I went down the Steamboat Trail, which was like
Ooh.
30 miles from Nebraska and then cut over into Missouri. So I did that. That was really peaceful, except for like it was a little creepy because there's like pieces of like plastic deer just like all over the place. Didn't I tell you?
God.
Who did I
That's
say this
weird.
to recently? I told somebody that was just like
plastic deer.
there's like I guess just for like practicing hunting, but there's like a head on one post.
Oh,
But it was just
no.
like pieces of it. So there's like a head on a post, and then there's like the torso like on top of a tree.
What the fuck?
And so I'm like, and then there's like bullet holes in all of them. I'm like, please don't let me get shot. I don't want to get shot right now.
So along that path, what was your most memorable hiking experience you had, Robert?
Like along the entire country.
Yeah.
Yeah, where?
Well, I'll say the Steamboat Trail from Nebraska to Missouri was really peaceful because I saw like a lot of animals, saw like turkeys and deer and all that kind of stuff along that trail. And like the fact that I was really far away from the highway, it was really nice. So it's like a full day of walking, didn't hear any cars, just went there. And I only ever saw one person on that trail. It was just a woman jogging. And then I will say the North Cascades in Washington was really nice, except for when it started to snow. That wasn't so fun. But I didn't see any bear. I wanted to see some bears, but oh well. And then Florida, all of Florida was, not to be biased, but it was a pretty good walk.
Really?
So much wildlife in Florida too.
Yeah.
I saw like snakes and armadillos and bald eagles and alligators, just like walking through like parts of the Everglades, just seeing alligators, just hanging out. I was like, that's pretty cool. And it's like pretty peaceful, and Florida's flat, so it was really easy to walk through.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
All the rest, yeah, the North Cascades were pretty,
Most
but they
times
were
when people
fucking-
hiking, they're hiking up like mountains and shit.
That's the thing is like I want to do the Appalachian Trail, but I'm not going to do the whole thing. That's too much. That's like it's over 3,000 miles, I think.
Yeah, it's a lot. Speaking of the Appalachian Trail, October 1st, 2013 to September 30th, 2014, a bunch of volunteers put in 241,936 hours maintaining the Appalachian Trail,
Damn.
making it pretty for
I've never done the Pacific Coast Trail either, and I heard that's really nice.
Pacific Coast Trail. Nice.
Yeah, that's like all in California and Oregon and Washington, I think. I don't know how long that one is, but I don't think it's as long as the Appalachian or as rugged.
Probably not. I would do the Appalachian Trail.
Appalachian you can do for like, some people just go for like a couple weeks and
Yeah.
stuff or whatever. Like that would be kind of cool just to hike
I
out
do
there.
want to do more hiking. Okay, I'm going to get through some history of hiking real quick before
Cool.
I talk
Can't
about
wait.
my own personal hiking experiences. It wasn't until the Romantic era of the Victorian years and inspired the likes of Walden and Thoreau to reconnect with nature, and that in turn inspired the landscape architects to design parks with excellent walking trails. And then walking then became something of the educated, unhurried, and luxurious instead of just poverty. So then when John Muir came along and walked his way through the Sierra Nevadas in California, he demanded that not only hiking, walking, meandering, or whatever you want to call it, to be accessible to every American citizen, but that the country should actively preserve natural areas of pristine ecology and beauty. So in 1890, he petitioned for the creation of the National Park System, and that's when we were endowed with America's best idea, Yosemite and Sequoia National Parks.
I've been to Sequoia. I haven't been to Yosemite. I want to go to Yellowstone. I've never been to Yellowstone Park.
Ooh, that would be great too.
Yellowstone would be awesome.
So then
I
on
want to see buffalo.
I want to
Keep
see
going.
buffalo,
I
too.
just always want to see bison.
On the East Coast, a small group of people had band together this is before Moyer, in 1876 to form the Appalachian Mountain Club, which had the goal to protect and preserve all hiking trails along the historic mountain range, as well as the developed ones.
Wow.
So, 1965 was when the National Trail System was established. And
1965.
back in time, I'm jumping all over the place.
Okay.
1874, a team of mountaineers reached Elbrus, the top of Elbrus, the highest mountain in Europe.
Nice.
So, that's all my history facts. I've been hiking, other than just like the Pinellas Trail, which I don't really consider hiking. Shannon and I, like a few years ago, we went out to like this trail and by Jenny Springs. So it was like through the woods or whatever. They had like caves and stuff. So we went hiking through that, but it was like really hot and it started to get dark. So we didn't get very far.
See, that's why I like the Florida trails, because it's kind of out there. It's not like
Yeah.
close to anything.
Yeah. And then last year we went to Connecticut for Adam's birthday around Halloween. So it was nice, like fall colors coming in. And we went for a hike around this lake in Connecticut. And it was really nice. We saw deer and it was like super chill and peaceful. And
Yeah, I like that.
that's pretty much the only hiking I've done.
Do they have a lot of trails in Venezuela?
No.
Dang it.
It's very much not advised
It's
that
like-
you go out
I was
walking
gonna say,
in Venezuela.
But
yeah, no.
it's like jungle and stuff, right?
Yeah. If you go to those specific areas, I guess, yeah. But the place I used to live in was mostly just not a big city, but it was like city.
Right.
And, because of the situation of the country, you're not really advised to go out and
out.
walk. Yeah.
Right.
A lot of my
Yeah.
friends did back in the day. They would just go out and have fun and walk, but they would get robbed a lot.
Yeah,
But-
that sucks.
Yeah.
That does suck.
I do
Unfortunately-
always worry, like people, even like around here, like people get murdered. Zodiac killed people at like a national park.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you
you can
can,
definitely get murdered.
Yeah, just like, I don't know, it's kind of like creepy sometimes, like being alone in the woods, like somebody's just out there. That's where a lot of times they find bodies at national parks or like different parks, like where
Right.
people get buried and
Speaking
stuff.
of, you have a creepy podcast right now that's in the middle of
Yeah.
parks.
You're talking about
Tower
Paradise?
4?
Oh, Tower 4.
Tower 4, yeah.
Yeah, Tower 4 takes place in
I mean,
the
I don't know
Wyoming
where the story
woods.
goes, but it kind of like gave me that idea.
Yeah, that's one of
Yes.
our
So he had
audio
to hike.
dramas.
He had to hike to the tower.
Yeah,
That kind of takes me back to the whole Logan Paul situation not too long ago.
the Suicide Forest
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah,
What is that?
that's in Japan. Or Japan?
Yeah,
Japan.
Japan.
They have a Suicide Forest. It's really pretty. And
Oh
serene.
yeah, that's right.
And that one
Guy did that.
YouTuber,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went in there and filmed it and stuff, and people like he kind of made fun of it a little bit. and,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
people.
My
were
friend
pissed
Vicky
at
and
him.
Robbie went there when they were in Japan.
I would like to go see it.
Yeah.
Just
I would
'cause
love
it's
to
supposed be
see
so
it.
pretty, but
It's something to see, but it's certainly the area that he went in. They weren't allowed to go in there. They just went in there to be nosy,
Right.
and they found the body, and they didn't really treat the situation with the respect it deserved.
Yeah, no
Right.
shit.
That's messed up.
It is
Fucking
pretty messed
social
up.
media.
Yeah.
It's just like that's like kind of creepy though. Like
Yeah.
that's like people go there, it's so pretty and stuff. That's just where
It's
they
to
go
kill yourself.
to die. Yeah,
Crazy.
I don't know.
So on my bucket list, one thing on my bucket list is to hike the Stairway to Heaven in Oahu, Hawaii. I don't know if you've ever seen on it anything about it,
Nah.
but it's let me see. I brought up some facts about it. It's really fucking pretty. So look up pictures, listeners. But it's 3,922 stairs leading up
God.
the imposing mountain ridge, often at a vertical incline with only a handrail to catch you from falling into the valley below. But there's a lot of like broken stairs and stuff, so there's only one way that you're legally allowed to go up the mountain, and it's like a back way, and it's like way longer, but people still go up the broken stairs. Like the stairs were built in 1942 by the U.S. Navy as a top secret facility for transmitting radio signals to ships that were sailing in the Pacific Ocean. And they were opened to the public in 1987, but were deemed unsafe because of the disrepair of it. And they spent millions of dollars repairing the stairs and was considering reopening it in 2002, but there was a lot of like complaints and safety concerns that halted the reopening of it. But it's a 4,000 foot long hike along an 18-inch wide staircase reaching heights of above 2,000 feet. And you can definitely get fined a shit ton if they catch you. You can get fined $1,000, recently, January, people were getting fined $1,000 for going up those stairs, and there's like police helicopters that fly over to make sure people aren't doing it. But I had a friend who illegally went up the stairs the wrong way, and he like lost track of time or whatever, and he got like super dehydrated coming back down the stairs. He fell and almost broke his leg, and he was by himself, and he was like out of it and like barely conscious when he got to the bottom of it, and someone just happened to be like driving by the bottom of it to like pick him up and take care of him, but like he almost died.
That's one thing is like they say if you're gonna go hiking like at a national park or like some
tell
area,
someone where you're fucking going.
You tell someone around where you're going,
and he hadn't told anyone either. Like
yeah.
he's dumb.
Or you go with more people, like you go with multiple people, because that one guy, I forget his name, but the 127 hours guy.
Yeah.
The guy who he went, was it Arizona, got trapped by a rock, fell on him.
Was that the guy that cut his own arm?
Yeah.
Yep.
So he had to cut his own arm off. And that was all because nobody knew he was there, and he was just exploring, and like, that's creepy.
That goes to show, though, even though hiking is, it sounds like a peaceful thing, it can also be like a very dangerous and
you
extreme
could totally
thing.
die. Yeah.
So if you're an adrenaline junkie, you can still go hiking. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's just like, you gotta watch out for like, you know, there's animals, there's bugs, like you
Nature.
get stung by something,
Nature
or
is
like
dangerous.
Yeah, you don't know, you trip and fall, whatever it is. I will say,
Yeah, look at these stairs. That's just part of it.
oh wow,
But it looks like you
that
could
looks
easily
that'd be
beautiful.
pretty cool. Yeah,
That
It
looks
doesn't look
beautiful and
cool.
very dangerous.
I will say when I went to South Africa, there was a couple places where you could go hiking, and there was like we went to like this gardens area, like at the foot of like this mountain, and like you go through and it's like huge area. You can't really see everything, but like I kind of went off on my own. They're like, just meet back here, blah, blah, you're in this area. And it was like kind of cut off, but like it still went into like jungle further out. So I went up the mountain. I was like going up these stairs, and I was going up for like a long time. And I'm like, where did these go? And finally I got to the top, and I'm like on this like just dirt trail, and like there's nobody around me, and I'm like already far from everybody, and I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, what if there's like an animal here? Like what if there's like just a freaking lion or something? I'm like, I'm gonna get out of here. So I like went back down, because like there's literally no one near me for probably at least like a half a mile or something. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get out of this area. But it was really pretty.
Nice.
And I liked like hiking. I like kind of exploring nature and stuff, but it is scary.
I love it. So, celebrate by going for a hike if you can, or plan a hike somewhere that you want to go. I've always wanted to go somewhere and hike where I can see the Northern Lights. That's also on my bucket list, because I've always wanted to see the Northern Lights. But you can hike almost everywhere, so check out a place you can go hiking. Plan a hiking day. Maybe like you can read a book. There's a woman named Cheryl Striatis who wrote a book about it's called Wild, From Lost to Fawn in the Pacific Crest Trail. She wrote a book about it.
Or there's The Wild, starring Reese Witherspoon, where she goes along the Pacific Coast Trail, except that she's had like a pretty rough life. And it's really depressing. Or you can read or watch Into the Wild.
Yeah.
And
also,
what's the other one? Bill Bryson does A Walk in the Woods, which is
nice.
I think about the Appalachian Trail.
Cool.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right.
There's a lot of stuff. But
do we have a cake? You can't really hike and eat a cake, but
You could.
you gotta bring the cake with you.
You just get one of those like personal sized little cakes.
Oh yeah.
The great thing about that is that for those who care about calories, hiking burns a decent amount of calories. If you hike for 2 hours, you can burn from 600 to 800. You can eat cake guilt free.
Like while you're in, it's like,
look at that. He's
like
got
nothing.
a point.
It's just like breathing air at that point. That's all you're doing, just sucking down some O2.
Yeah, exactly. All right, good plan.
All right.
Hiking cake.
So hiking cake day.
Yep.
All right. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Thanks again, Fran.
Oh, anytime.
Anytime. All right. That does it for us. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
This has been a Seven Lamb production.